White ibis shows how they will move into a great egret nest prematurely. Ibis pond rookery. White ibis select a nest in the mixed rookery. Early in the breeding season, adults grow long plumes on their backs, which they raise in courtship displays. Males perform most of the displays, which can involve preening the wings, ducking the head holding, and shaking twigs in the bill, and stretching the neck. The great egret is the symbol of the National Audubon Society, one of the oldest environmental organizations in North America. Audubon was founded to protect birds from being killed for their feathers. Great egret males choose the display area, where nests are later constructed. The male builds a nest platform from long sticks and twigs before pairing up with a female, and then both members of the pair may collaborate to complete the nest, though the male sometimes finishes it himself. On this spot, a great egret is ready for incubation. On this spot, a great egret's nest in transition. Ibis makes its move on the nest too soon. At the beginning of the great egret's breeding season, the egret cares for its eggs. The great egret nestling will fledge in 21 to 25 days. Great egret parents take turns caring for its two nestlings. Great egrets feed mostly on fish. Aside from fish, also eats crustaceans, frogs, salamanders, snakes, and aquatic insects. Open fields may catch grasshoppers and rodents. All young that hatch survives the nestling period. Aggression among nestlings is common, and large chicks frequently kill their smaller siblings. Nestlings patiently waiting for their next feeding. White ibis is highly gregarious, living in flocks. However, they aggressively select their nest location. Often, they move into an abandoned nest. They defend their small nesting territory and show some aggression while mating, jabbing at rivals, or catching the wing or head of opponents in their bill. On this spot, the white ibis have moved into the great egret's nest. The white ibises have settled into the great egret's nest. They are copulating and preparing to start their 2022 breeding. The great egret reclaims its nest. The white ibises made their move too soon. The two great egret nestlings have *fledged, but they lack foraging skills. They will soon be at the water's edge learning survival skills. Fledge, a young bird develops wing feathers large enough for flight. The juvenile great egrets are capable of extended flights when they are about 7 weeks old, but are still cared for by their parents until they are about 10 to 11 weeks old. The parent must step away from the juveniles to bring their nutrition forward to regurgitate it. The white ibis squatters will have to start building a nest from scratch. This will require gathering sticks for the nest either from the ground, a nearby nest, or a dead tree. He gathers most of the nest material, but the female does gather some sticks on her own. He gives the sticks to the female, which she arranges into a messy platform about 10 inches wide and 2 to 4 inches tall. They may choose to build their nest in an ibis colony that has popped up around the ibis pond perimeter. Ibis colony around the ibis pond perimeter. At the beginning of the great egret's breeding season, the egret cares for its eggs. The great egret nestling will fledge in 21 to 25 days. All young that hatch survives the nestling period. Aggression among nestlings is common, and large chicks frequently kill their smaller siblings. Nestlings patiently waiting for their next feeding. On this spot, the white ibis have moved into the great egret's nest. The great egret reclaims its nest. The white ibises made their move too soon. They may choose to build their nest in an ibis colony that has popped up around the ibis pond perimeter.